Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. In today's intro I want to welcome everyone new here who has not yet found the channel or is not yet subscribed to the channel. Welcome. We are drafting a ton of Phyrexia All Will Be One here on the channel. I believe, as you saw from the thumbnail, today is our 5th draft on the channel, or of the set already. We've got a ton for you. Our motto here is quantity over quality because we sure have a varying difference of quality going on. Already got a trophy here in the format where we're looking for more, having fun, and just having fun together. And hopefully you enjoy draft content. If you do, this is the place to be. Go ahead and drop a subscription and join us for what will be our first, or our pack one, pick one for our 5th draft of Phyrexia All Will Be One. Let's dive in. Okay, here we are in pack one, pick one, and we have a reason to be getting into red already. It's a 5-mana 4/4 flying haste that dies into an equipment because it is fighting for Mirrodin. So we'll take Dragonwing Glider here. Hex Gold Slash is the only other card in this pack I think I would consider. That's a lie. Tyvar Stand is also very good. Prophetic Prism. It hasn't been as fun as Energy Refractor was in Brothers War so far, but yeah, this is an easy Dragonwing Glider for us. We'll go ahead and take this one here and look to stay red. Oh my goodness, there's a Bladehold War Whip, pick 2, and we are on our way to a red-white equipment deck because we have 2 of the best in the entire set. So we're gonna take this, and yeah, we're gonna continue this streak of taking red equipment and then probably play red-white because when you have these 2 cards, why not? So what are we looking for here? We're looking for red and white 1 and 2 drops along with a lot of other for Mirrodin equipment, and then we're probably going to end up playing 17 lands in this deck because of the heavy equip costs for all these cards. But 3-mana 2/2 double strike that dies into a clunky equipment and a 5-mana 4/4 flying haste that dies into an equipment. Both are just great. Love this start so far. And then we see, what does this one do? 4-mana 2/3. Get something +1/+1. Toxic creatures +2/+2. This is not good. I mean, playing a copy of Thrill in this deck is probably not the end of the world, but gosh, I wish there was just like any other card here. Predation is the best card in this pack here. But, man, I kind of just want to go down this path. Like, just kind of force this. These are 2 very good reasons to want to be this deck. So, I mean, as upsetting as it kind of feels to take Thrill on pick 3, I think I'm going to do it. If I was at the Pro Tour, I'd probably take Ruthless Predation. But I have yet to draft red-white here, and I have yet to show you what a red-white deck looks like, and we're back on track here with the Barbed Batterfist. So we're going to do something different here today. Whether it works or not, we'll find out in about an hour. But Barbed Batterfist is great. Skull Bomb, Chimney Rabble. This is probably a card I would play in this deck. And then Crawling Chorus. I don't know if that's a card I would play. Probably so, just because it's a cheap creature. But Barbed Batterfist is one of the better ones at common, I think. I mean, when this dies, I could even just re-equip this onto a Bladehold War Whip and make this a 3/1 double striker, which is very good. I'm not sure. So this is my 5th draft of the format. I'm not sure I've seen a single Volt Charge in any pack in 5 drafts. I'm trying to think back. Maybe one pack and I took something else over it because it was like a big bomb rare or something. But I'm not sure I've seen a single Volt Charge yet. So that's been great. This is not going to be a bad combat trick for us. Actually, I think this might be the pick here. Resistance Reunited over Complete Devotion and Cackler. I mean, yeah, it's +2/+2 and Indestructible if it's equipped. Actually, all creatures that you control that are equipped to get indestructible. Ooh, and then a Bladegraft Aspirant. Yes, please. Okay, okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't think these tap lanes are going to be very good in this deck because, well, they entered the battlefield tapped. That would be a reason. That's the main reason, actually, because you want to be curving out with this. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for... I'm trying to think of the red 2-drops that are going to be good in this deck. I think any white 2-drop is going to be good. So even that white 2-mana 2/2 Toxic 1 first strike on your turn would be fine. Charge of the Mites versus Hazardous Blast versus Basilica Skullbomb. I think I'm going to take Charge of the Mites here. I don't know if I'll play it. I mean, Basilica Skullbomb with something like Bladehold War Whip is pretty good. 4/4 double strike flying, like... So we could go War Whip on 3, Skullbomb and Kraken on 4, and then hit for 8 in the air. I honestly think I probably would play a copy of Hazardous Blast in this deck too. But I'm going to take my first copy of Charge of the Mites first. It's a relatively late Pestilent Siphoner here, but not for us. Is this a Plated Onslaught deck? 1, 2, 3 equipment already, and potentially 4 or 5 more artifacts over my first copy of Skullbomb. I think we're going to wheel a Skullbomb here, so I'm going to take the Onslaught. I don't know if I'll play it, though. Prism Wheel, I don't think we're playing anything out of any of these cards. Furnace Strider number 1 seems okay. We're not... This card is just way too expensive. See, the Skullbomb did wheel, so if we want to play a copy, we can. And these don't matter here. So, well, the Basilica Wheel, I don't know if I'll play that. We'll see. Okay. What do we have here? The Seed Core. No. Bladed Ambassador. 2 mana, 3/1. ETBs with an oil. 1 mana, remove an oil. Gets indestructible. Yes, please. This one might wheel as well. 3 mana, 3/2, Ward 2. If it's equipped, it gets +1/+1. That would be great if this wheels. And if Chimney Rabble wheels, either of these I think I would play. So let's go ahead and take the Bladed Ambassador here. I don't think I'm playing Prism. And I don't think I'm playing... Well, we'll see about everything else. Dune Mover is a 2 mana, 2/1. Sinew Dancer is much better in a corrupted deck. Sawblade Scamp. And Free from Flesh. This is the hardest card to say in the entire set. I guess the Sawblade Scamp? How many non-creatures do we have? 7? It's pretty good. There's a Doom Mover as well. I think it's between these 3 cards, but I'm going to take the Scamp here. Duelist of Deep... Ooh, well... Interesting here. Between Mandible Justiciar and Duelist of Deep Faith. This having lifelink and triggering off of all of our other equipment is pretty good. This one might wheel, though. Let's see. This card will go, this card will go, this will go. This might go. Yeah, this card could wheel. But 2 mana 2/2 first strike on your turn, I mean, that's also just very good. So I think I'm going to take that. And I doubt I'm playing the tap land. And Charge of the Mites is a maybe, depending on how much removal we end up with. I'd like to get a couple copies of the 2 mana like Pacifism effect. That could be different. Apostle of Invasion, not for us. Orthodoxy Enforcer. Maybe that's fine. I mean, we're not playing anything else here. I don't want the tap land. We already have this. We won't play 2. This is too expensive. I mean, maybe we play this. It's very likely going to be a 4 mana 4/4 Vigilance, which I guess is good enough, right? I mean, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, 3.5. 3 2/2. If we want to make mites with this. Ideally looking for maybe 1 or 2 more for Mirrodin cards. Probably 2. I'd like them to be the good one. Another Barb Batterfist would be good. Another Bladehold War Whip would be great, but that might be asking a little bit much. Okay, another Resistance Reunited might not be bad, but we'll take the Hexgold Hoverwings here. I mean, it gives all other equipped creatures we control flying as well. Oh, wait, no. Just the one. And then other equipped creatures get an extra +1/+0. Okay. All right, well, we'll take this one then, for sure. That's a good one for us. Chimney Rabble versus Hazardous Blast. Let's take a look at our curve. We could afford another 4... Well, they're both going to be 4 drops. I think I'm going to lean on the side of the creature. If this was just like a random blue card, I would take the Hazardous Blast and probably play it. But I'm going to take the 4-drop creature here. Bladegraft Aspirant, number 2. Not too bad. Let's take a look at our 2 drops. 1, 2, 3, and a 1 drop. So I'd like to get at least maybe 2 more 2 drops in this deck, and I think we can do that. So now we have 4 Mirrodin cards. 4 for Mirrodin cards, which is good. I think that's a decent amount to have in a deck like this. Ideally, I think 5 would be a sweet spot, and I would love another War Whip. That would be insane here. I don't think I'm playing Double Thrill. I mean, 1 seems fine. I don't think I need 2. The Enforcer is kind of on the fence as well, I guess. The Onslaught as well. Everything else seems okay. The Charge, maybe. Everything else I like. Put this here for now. We can add them back in. And the Lightbringer did wheel. There we go. I mentioned it would. 3-mana 3/2 Ward 2. Which in and of itself is like kind of fine. Like a C-ish. Another combat trick. Maybe we could play another one. I think a second Resistance Reunited would be better than this, though. We don't care about the oil. I guess the Scamp cares about oil, and that's it. The Strider kind of does. Oh, and the Ambassador does. That's not a bad combo there. Justiciar wheeled as well. Okay, so I think our deck is open. We just have to hope we get the cards for it in pack 3. See? I mean, yeah. I think our deck is wide open. Let's hope pack 3 can... Like, a couple of people might open Kemba or that other equipment. Oh, this card is just stupid. If this was the Pro Tour and I was drafting in Pod... I think, especially considering as I look at the rest of this pack, there's really nothing for us. I think I would hate this. Or I would, like, hate draft. 5-mana 5/5 can't be countered, has trample, can't be the target of non-green spells or ability from non-green sources, and indestructible on your turn. How do you deal with this? It's just insane. Someone's going to get very, very lucky that I'm going to pass them that. But, because we have to take a stupid shrapnel slinger, probably. As much as I don't want it, yeah, it's about all we can take. So we swung and a miss there. Pick 2. Rebel Salvo. Well, yeah, this is it. 3-mana deal 5. In our deck, probably 2-mana deal 5 or 1-mana deal 5. We'll take that and wheel the Justiciar again, which will be outstanding for us. Which one is this one again? Oh, that's the one earlier. So we are not, again, we're not seeing any Volt Charges. We're not seeing any of the 2-mana white removal. We're not seeing any of the 1-mana red removal. That's all stuff I'd really like to have access to. I don't think I'm playing any of these cards, unfortunately. Ooh, baby, here we go. We did it. What is this one? That might not be bad either. If this wheels, maybe we could play that. In fact, that's pretty good in our deck. But Bladehold Warwhip, number 2, get on in. Planar Disruption, that's the card I was looking for. All right, Planar Disruption, number 1, get on in. This is going well. We are getting rewarded here in pack 3 for sure. Here's the Hazardous Blast I mentioned. This is not one I particularly want to consider playing. So I think we're going to take the Hazardous Blast, and I'll consider putting it in, but I'll start it in the board here and see in deck building if I want to put it in, depending on like our creature count and stuff. 10 creatures, but again, remember, plenty of them, the non-creatures, are kind of like creatures anyway. This one is, these 2 are, this one is, and this one is. That's an extra 5, so we kind of have like 15 creatures here. Barb Batterfist, I think number 2 is what we're going with over Lightbringer. This is a bit too expensive for us, although good. That's just a weird card. Maybe in Commander you can put it together some combos. I'd probably play another Lightbringer, but I'll take the 2-drop that is also an equipment. I don't think we're playing anything here. I mean, maybe we need another removal spell, but I doubt it. So this one probably can start there. Skull Bomb is like a maybe. I mean, everything else seems quite good. This is a maybe. This is a maybe. Okay. We have a lot of maybes, and we'll add a few in here. We've already got a copy of basically all of this. The Veil did wheel, and I think this could be good. We'll take it. What does this one do? No. We'll take a look in deck building to see how many artifacts we have. But I mean, like, giving our artifacts vigilance as well, especially our double War Whip. It's pretty. Is this legendary? Nope, it's not. Okay. Let's see. We currently have 8 artifacts in the deck for Veil of Assimilation. Maybe not. I mean, how many creatures do we have? 9 creatures plus 6 for Mirrodin equipments. So that's 15 creatures right now. So I might like to go up on that a little bit. So what would I play? What does our 2-drop look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drops. And the only one we could add would be Shrapnel Slinger, which is not great. So I guess this could be like creatures and removal, so I guess that could be good in our deck. Again, I'm keeping 17 lands because of all of the equipment we have that we want to be moving around. So 3 more cards. Something like Plated Onslaught or Hazardous Blast. These kind of do the same thing. Orthodoxy Enforcer is basically going to be a 4-mana 4/4 Vigilance. We could just run a random Thrill of Possibility here, which means I'd probably want to use a creature for the next one. Maybe the Centurion or the Shrapnel Slinger. I keep coming back to like one copy of that. I don't know if this card is good, but in our deck, I think it seems fine. And again, now that's 16 creatures. Still probably would like one more creature here, so... I think it's between Shrapnel Slinger, Hazardous Blast, and Plated Onslaught. In our deck, this could very well be 2 mana, creatures get +2/+1 until end of turn, which could probably just kill them. But this gives... the entire team on their side cannot block this turn. I want to try this card. I don't know if it's good. I want to try it. We'll see if it's good. All right, well, I like this deck. Let's cross our fingers we get to go first more than 0 times, like last draft, and that we're able to run some people over. See you in game 1. All right, starting off with an awful hand on the draw. Is it worth mulliganing? I just don't think we can. We have a lot of 2-drops. That's not one of them. And Thrill could potentially, like, get rid of something to find more action, maybe? I'll just take a 5-drop instead. How about that? Mm-hmm. Yep. I think I'll just go ahead and play this one here. It blocks their rat well enough. Well, okay, it died anyway. Didn't matter what we played. See if we're going to get corrupted here. Oh, we're already corrupted. Why are we corrupted? Oh, this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, alright, this dies. This is great. This is so much fun. This is a blast. Gonna hold this back. I think we have to play defense until yeah, I guess we'll get... Or do I get rid of the Bladed Ambassador? I think I'm gonna get rid of Furnace Strider here. Alright, do I Rebel Salvo now in case they have some sort of combat trick? I think the answer has to be yes. And then we'll pass. We have Indestructible up here. Okay. Still can't really attack. I mean, we could be attacking with this, but that's still not a race we win. It's a good one. think I'll go in here, because I'm not going to be blocking with this. I did it again. I keep playing this pre-combat. And it has haste, so I guess that's why I did it, in case I needed to use this. Yeah, okay. So I never explained why that happens sometimes. We had a comment last week that said that I played things pre-combat, and yes, you make a very good point, and I don't explain why I did that. The reason I did that is I played this pre-combat, so I got into combat. In the event that I needed to use this, I would then get the oil counter on it. Very small chance of that happening, but it is a possibility. So I guess that's why I defend my choice in doing it. But yeah. Yeah, the Bladed Ambassador is kind of holding back their board for now. Yeah, coming in with the Rot Priest makes sense a little bit. They can give itself Death Touch. If they attack with the Glider and the Rot Priest, then I can't really effectively block both. Okay. So playing this pre-combat doesn't do anything for us necessarily. So again, I'll get in with my flyer here. Now we're starting to kind of go off a little bit. And it has reach. Okay. Wow. Well, I think this is our first instance of this being insane. Goodness gracious. Hazardous Blast, oh my gosh. Well, if that isn't confirmation that this card has high upside, it's a common that just straight up said, 4 mana on this board state, you win the game. Pretty good. Okay, our opponent goes first. Again. And we have a hand that we... If this was a mountain, I mean, this would be totally fine. But I just don't think I can risk that. I mean, yeah, I mean, see, this is slightly better. Now, I don't know what to put back. Our opponent also apparently has some sort of vendetta against Sean. So, sorry, Sean. I guess the Aspirant? I mean, all these they work well with each other here, so... I guess I'll just put that one back. Probably going to lead on Justiciar here, so I can go Batterfist turn 2, and then have a 3/2 lifelinker. Okay, do you also have a creature? You do not. Again, playing this now so I get the trigger. Didn't matter. Duelist of Deep Faith, yep. Can't really block it. I mean, I can can with the ambassador and then removing an oil counter, but now it's, well, not really even. I guess I have to rebel salvo that. I don't have to, but I mean, I don't know if it's going to be worth doing that. Because if they attack, I could just hit him for 6 on the backswing, which is probably fine. That's probably just a trade I'm willing to make. Yeah, come on in. Well, now it has Toxic 2. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll let you hit for a turn. I'll see what you got here. See what your post-combat play is. Blight Belly Rat. Yeah. Okay. Go to damage, proliferate the poison, and I think I will Rebel Salvo the Deep Faith. More than likely. And I guess I should just do it now while they're tapped out so that it can't, like, give it indestructible or something. So let's just do that. They are missing land drops, and we still have a removal spell in hand. Oh, such a beating here. That card is great. Do I want to move the Batter Fist over? It's free. It doesn't cost me any mana. It'd be a 3/2 menace. This, I think I don't want to. Okay. So this card is pretty good. Well, don't really have anything else to do but attack here, so let's see if they use another Anoint with Affliction. That's what I expect to be coming here. I have yet to also ever draft one of these this format. I'm going to hold the land in hand in case of discard. They are playing black. That's probably worth Planar Disrupting. Oh, that's busted. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get this in here. Play the land now. Do this. And I don't think I can equip it. No, that'd be great if I could equip it over here. So this is Menace, right? Yeah. Next turn we can put that over there and then basically GG. Okay. So how much does this cost to put over there? Of other equipment. So this costs 4 to move it over, and it will become a 3/2 double strike. It's not very good against this. So let me do this. And then actually move this over here. And then next turn I can give that double strike, and then that's quite good. Why do I still have a red? Oh, because that was... Okay, well I don't need the red, so it'll be alright. No way to use it. All these like discounts and stuff make the math difficult. Oh, so this thing makes this free to move, and then this thing makes this free to move toward that. So much math and things. Okay, they can get back, I guess, one of these two here. Oh, they'll just draw the card. They'll cycle it. Okay, good move. It has vigilance as well. Yeah, good move, good move. So this cost 5 to move over. Could also just trade this right now with one of these, which is probably all I need to do. Then play the hover wings, and then I can move this over next turn and basically win. Could also just trade this. What happens if I attack all? They have to block that. Well, no, they don't. Well, yes, they do, because this has menace. So if they double block here, they lose. If they block this and don't block that, they lose. So they have to block that. So I don't think much goes wrong if we attack here with everything. Trades and trades. Yeah, okay. It's fine. I am going to play around... Again, I can't do it over. That's fine. I'm going to play around Whisper of the Dross, because if I put this here, it becomes a 3/1. And I'm going to play around that so that this won't die to Whisper of the Dross here. I keep just tapping mana and just throwing this stuff around, and hasn't bit me in the butt yet, but I gotta do math better. Better math. Alright, third straight game today on the draw, and minimum of 7th straight on the channel on a draw. I have not checked Monday's video to see if we finished that draft on the draw at all, but this is minimum of 7 straight games on a draw here. So, if you're keeping tally, I'm keeping tally with you. This card is very good. Ossification, getting rid of the duelist. Okay. Probably going to have to use Charge of the Mites to kill their Flamestoker before they're able to, you know, do the whole discard 0, draw 4 thing. But we'll see. Oh, that's nice. Chimney Rabble or Orthodoxy Enforcer? The Rabble makes the Charge of the Mites a lot better next turn because we have 2 creatures. So I think I'll do this. Do I attack with it? No, we could also blow them out with Charge of the Mites potentially next turn, so no. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm not, I don't think I'm attacking here. I mean, I can attack with the Rabble and then potentially blow them out with Charge of the Mites. But I'd also like to get some creatures down. So let's just do all of this here. Just get some creatures down and then kind of gum up the board a little bit. I think our deck is going to be better at pushing through. I know what's in our deck. So just have to hope they don't have one of those plated onslaughts or whatever. Because we very well might have to use this to kill their Flamestoker here. Yeah, I'm going to have to use that to kill their Flamestoker so they don't draw 4 cards next turn. So hope we draw a white off the top so we can go Charge and Resistance reunited here. Oh, that's a lot. I think I'll just trade. Not quite a white. But we do basically just have to do this. So we can't let them draw 4 cards for free. I think I'll put this here. Why did you care which one I tap? They're both mountains. And no attack. So we have 1 artifact right now, which means the Enforcer is not great. Still got plenty in the deck. Very similar decks going up against each other here. Kind of at a board stall. I don't think I'm attacking with this because I would just be trading a Resistance Reunited for just like a random 2/1. And I'd like to equip this onto here, then attack next turn and use Resistance Reunited on this. Now the question is, do I move this over right now and tap out effectively? Or do I leave this up and then move this next turn? I think the answer is leave this up, just in case they draw like Rebel Salvo or something. And target the Enforcer. I can save it if I want to. Okay. Speak of the devil. Gonna go ahead and move this over. They could just block with the Aspirant here, but they very well might not, knowing we could have a combat trick. Okay. So here's the question. If we go for a combat trick and then they use a combat trick, do we want to use Rebel Salvo then to 2 for 2? So we'd use combat trick and a removal to deal with the creature and a combat trick? Probably. Oh, okay, that's fine. Now they only have 3 lands. Okay, go to damage. End the turn. Would like another for Mirrodin equipment. Particularly Big Dragon Boy would be nice. Dragon Spark. Wing. Oh man, me and names of cards just do not get along. I was going to say Dragon Spark Reactor, but that's from that other set. Yeah, I guess with these things I should have moved this away so this could just be a 2/4. I don't think I'm going to block. I know they gain some life here, but again, we have so many powerful cards in this deck we can draw. That is not one of them. Yeah. Just pass it over. Still have Thrill of Possibility, right? Yeah. So I'm going to keep the land here. I mean, if we draw the dragon, the 5-mana 4/4 flying haste thing, I think we just win. We break the mirror here. But we have to draw out of it. So, strap in. Who knows how deep it is? Okay, yeah. Can't quite do anything about that. There we go. Okay. just don't want to use my removal on all these creatures. I think they're just going to play something that's better than all of this that I'm going to want to remove. Now, these scamps do put us on a little bit of a clock, so we have to watch out slightly. Looks like they're keeping one on each because they have some proliferate in their deck, probably. Okay, back up to 5 mana here. It's a good one. That's one of the mirror breakers, potentially. Hopefully no removal from them. Okay. Alright. Starting to remove their oil here. Jeez. Sawblade Scamp.deck. Yeah, I mean, as long as they can't deal with this, we'll just keep hitting them. 2-turn clock from now, I suppose. One mana deal 5. Pretty good. Are these like trees made out of flesh? Like this looks like muscle, and so does this. Okay, yep, here come all the lands. Again, they have to prove to me they can deal with this. And particularly the Hoverwings itself. Before anything really changes here. I'll play one of these. Because of moving equipment around and stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we are at 5 now. Oh no. Huh. Are we gonna lose now? We're at 2 effectively. So even if I salvo one of these... Yeah, so if I salvo this right now, we are at 5. This puts us to 3, and Volt Charge would still kill us. So if they have a second Volt Charge, we just straight lose. Don't you dare have another one. Okay. Okay. They're gonna have to attack with their Justiciars here, yeah. To try to gain some life. There's gotta be a way we have lethal here, right? So what if we eat both of these, chump that with the 1/1. Then we have 1, 2, so we have 6 unblockable. They're going to be at 9. 6 unblockable, so they're effectively at 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. They have 5 blockers, 4 blockers. So they would block this, this, and one of these, and the other one gets through. And we have 2 removal spells here. That has to be enough for us, right? So we do this, this, and this. Again, they go to 9. We remove these 2. They only have 3 blockers. So they block one of these, and this thing takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not confident in my math. Oh, man. Yeah, so we remove these 2. And we're left with a block and a double block. So they take 1, 2, plus 6, plus 2. My math tells me this should work. Okay. Yeah, block that. And then they can't block this. Okay. All right. Oof, mathing. Hard. Especially when you draw all your lands, too. All right, we are on the draw for a minimum of the 8th straight time. Between this game and the next game, I'm going to try to go back and look and remind myself of Monday's video and see if we are on at least 9 or 10 straight games on the draw. Which is ridiculous. It's just insane, but again, that's how we operate here on the channel. Blue-red. I don't think I've played against a single blue-red deck yet. Snap trading with the Mirror Convert if they do attack. That's a very good card. Magnetic Sprinter. I think I'm just... Oh my god, that's a busted combo. Yeah, I have to trade here. Otherwise they can just keep doing that, which is not good news for me. Well, this is a spot where Hazardous Blast is not great. Yet. I'm gonna have to find my, oh, and they proliferate. We're just gonna die to a Trawler Drake here. Woof. We need our 2-mana pacifism card. Gosh, this card is insane. And the deck built around it. Boy, is it going off. Okay, none of this matters. This is the only thing that matters right now. Yep. Okay, maybe we sneak in a win with Hazardous Blast next turn? Depends on what they play here and what they do. Okay, that's probably fine. Unless they can do 2 damage more to the face with Trawler. What does this do? 8? Do you have another one? Oh. Whoops. Sure. Sure. Trawler Drake. Good God. That was insane. It's going to be hard to beat that combo. And by combo, I mean card. Okay, I went back and looked, and on Monday, our last game was on the play, which means our streak has ended at 8. We went 8 straight games on the draw. As many times as we play on this channel, I guess it's bound to happen at some point. We played almost like 1,300 games on the channel, so 8 straight on the draw, I guess, makes sense over the course of the entire channel. So, okay, well, if we attack, we do not win that race because they have lifelink, so we have to sit back and block. So let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is a 0.04% chance that happened for us. Hey, we found white. It says menace, right? Yep. I guess Chimney Rabble blocking, that's not too bad. Lightbringer equip or Chimney Rabble plan to block is what I'm debating here. I think I'm going to Lightbringer equip so we can be on the aggression here, because if we draw a land, we just smack him for 9, which is notable. Alright, my math is slightly off. It's 0.4 or 0.49 or 0.39% chance, which is still crazy. Are they going to sacrifice it to kill our Batter Fist? Nope. I'm not attacking here because it just trades. And if I attack here, they take 3, and then these 2 blocking that is not great for us. So I plan to block these 2 on that, which holds back the Slinger as well. They could have removal here. They did just have priority for 2 mana and didn't use it. Oh no, they have it too. Alright, well that might kill us. Because they are winning this race. Yeah. don't quite know. What I want to do here. No, I have to put this back over here because this holds back the slinger. I played against this card probably more than any other rare. Here comes the combat trick, but I mean, kind of had to block anyway. Guess they can activate this right now, right? Draw 4 cards? Yeah. Well, no, they need 6 mana. Do we have a way to destroy an equipment? I'm not sure we do. It doesn't really matter if we do or not. With everything we keep drawing here, we're just getting trounced. Like, we can only play one of these cards every turn. Now I have to block this stupid thing. We're just drawing all of our cards in the wrong order here. Oh, yeah. Makes sense to attack with it. Maybe we should go on the draw every game. Seems to work in the first few. So if I eat this, I take 4 and I go to... Or take 6 and I go to 3 and then we're dead to that. They're just going to sacrifice it anyway. So... Yeah, and they're going to draw 4 cards, which will put us away. They might even have a combat trick that could win. Yeah, congrats, you drew 2 combat tricks. Now you... I guess we're not dead. We just equip this to put it there and jump that, and then basically just die. Oh, man! That didn't go very well. Okay. Seems fine enough for now. Let's hope we can draw into more good stuff. That is pretty good against our 2-mana 2/1. No blocks. And then they'll go ahead and play their 3/3. 2/2, okay. Alright, well, guess we're attacking. And then we'll hold up Rebel Salvo here. Sawblade Scamp. We have played against, like, 8 of those this draft. Okay. puts up a decent little roadblock right now. Now, if they attack with everything, then yikes. So I'm not going to block this time because next turn we will have a combat trick and a removal spell to back up what we're doing here. And I'm not going to play Bladed Ambassador so that I can try to do what I can to blow any of this stuff out. Because they will be attacking with everything again. Okay. Here it comes. Block here and here, and we are able to, so they're going to combat trick this, we can salvo it to kill it. We can also Resistance Reunited on the Justiciar to eat that one. So they will be left with these 4 creatures, and we will still have both of our creatures and another combat trick and an indestructible creature to come. So this should work out relatively well for us, I would think. Hopefully. So I fully expect a combat trick to come down over here. Well, that's awkward. So now what I'm expecting is a post-combat 1 mana deal 2 to the Enforcer, which means we can still Resistance Reunited it. We will lose our Justiciar now, though, which I wasn't planning on doing. So here comes the 1 mana. Subverting my expectations, I see. Do they have the indestructible trick? Tyvar's whatever? I don't know what they have here. Okay. Gonna attack first. What are they doing here? Okay. Are they going to try to push more damage by putting their combat trick on the non-blocked creatures? Okay. They thought about it. They had both of them. Okay. All right. Well, we are effectively at 3 right now. So if we attack with this, they go to 11. Next turn, if we draw land, we re-equip and give it this, which would give it 5, so they would put them to 1. If they didn't block. But I'm not blocking with this thing. Okay. I don't expect them to block this. So what if we gave this double strike? They go to 3. So we're at 5 right now. Kind of, again, kind of like 3. We have to kind of try to race here. So I will not be attacking with this. I'm going to plan to have this back to block, so I'm just going to attack here. I will just trade this off for one of their 1/1s or something, because I think this thing is going to be what puts us over the edge. Okay. Alright, we go to 5. Volt charge off the top kills us. These scamps have been impressive. I mean, they push through a good bit of damage. Yeah, yeah. Do I have to planar disruption on a Sawblade scamp so I don't die to a non-creature spell? I feel like I have to. So if we attack with both of these and they don't block, we win. This deals 8 plus this is 11. Assuming they don't have an instant speed way to kill one of these. They could have Infectious Bite, which deal from this scamp to the Ambassador, which would kill it. But that's like the only card I could think of in green that would get them out of this here at instant speed. Okay. Sure. Okay. Protected ourselves a little bit. Even protected ourselves against a haster. Like a 5 mana. Okay. Ugh, kinda sucks. It's gonna be tough to get through. This is a tough game here. Could attack with this, and if they block with Troll, which I think they would, we would then Reunited, kill the Troll. Yes, it's tough to push this last little bit of damage through here. I'm not seeing a way to do it. They're gonna have good attacks with this. I mean, we can attack with one of these, I guess, right? We would just trade it for a Lattice Blade Mantis, which is a big threat against us right now. Because next turn we're probably chumping this thing with the Sawblade Scamp. So maybe we could attack with both of these. They have to block, because the Sawblade Scamp represents lethal right now. So they have to block a minimum of one of them. And the next turn we chump the Lattice Blade Mantis with the Sawblade Scamp. And we also have Bladed Ambassador back to chump too if we want it. We could even attack with Bladed Ambassador, but that doesn't seem great. They just chump one of them. And then everything is tapped on our side. So what if we did this? Creature off the top would have been great there, but can't always be lucky. Okay, did expect that. I guess their activation here is the Armored Scrap Gorger. Just tapping for a mana. Putting an oil counter on it. Okay. Don't have anything else to do, so I guess we'll put this here. Oh. Well, again, we don't need the mana, but we could have bluffed something else there. Keep over-tapping. Equipment abilities of other equipment. Okay, so they do it to each other. God, this deck is hard to math with. Oh. Well, that kills us. +3/+3 and trample. Because now they give it to the Scrap Gorger. They also use the Steward to give it +2/+2. 5 attack with it. It has trample. We block with both. And then it pushes through. Yeah. Land off the top would have potentially won it for us there if they had just drawn a land. Ugh. 3-0 to 3-3. You hate to see it. I think the deck was a little bit better than that. We drew strangely in those couple of middle games there. This last game, there may have been a way I could have pushed through a little bit more damage. I took a little bit too much from the Sawblade Scamps and stuff, but I mean, it was a tough one. It was a tough, well-fought game, and they just got me on it there in the end, so. For Xaxes off the top. And we had 2 double strikers coming back their way that they would have had to chump block both of them. So a land off the top means we would have very easily won that. So, sucks. But the deck was sweet. I mean, I think red-white, if this is the cap, this is about the best red-white deck I can see myself having all format. And if this isn't able to get the trophy, I'm not sure what will be able to. So, not sure how good the deck actually is, because this is, if I could just craft a red-white deck, I'd probably put this as a 9 out of 10, at least. I mean, there's a couple of filler things like Enforcer and Chimney Rebel and stuff, but I mean, it's a good one. No Volt Charges, no Hex Gold Slashes, which definitely hurt it, but yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed a couple of wins we did have and a couple of gameplay decisions we did make, so thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.